It's August 27, 2020, and we're on verge of watching the whole sports world shut down again. This time it's not going to be shut down by COVID, but no, it's going to be shut down by the social justice warriors. You know, there has to be a certain point where there's a balance net. All we get now is extremes. Extremes on every side. Extreme here, extreme there. We got the mainstream media that just like goes and sees a smoldering fire and then just gets the lighter fruit and goes because all the mainstream media wants is tension, violence. If it bleeds, it leads. These people are the dregs of humanity. Yeah, you can't watch news anymore. You can't watch news because it's all agenda driven. No matter what motherfucking channel you put on, all agenda, all the time. All agenda, all the time. There's no truth anymore. There's no reporting anymore. There's no honesty anymore. There's no. And people wonder why we're in such a fucked up state. You know, there are a few bad cops. Most of them are good. No matter what color, your creed, race, ethnicity, sexuality, human beings. There are a few scumbags. Whether it be white, black, purple, green, blue, whatever. Most people are good. However, the media, there are a few that are good, and most everyone is a scumbag. And the same is true for the motherfucking politicians. There are a few that are good, most of them are motherfucking scumbags. And these motherfucking scumbags are the ones who benefit from all the unrest. They benefit from all the hatred, all the anger. Because you don't see what they're fucking doing, and they're robbing us motherfucking blind. They're taking away our freedoms while we're fucking sleeping and yelling at each other because we don't get it. We're too fucking divided because we're watching one fucking extreme to another fucking extreme and not even listening to what's going on. You know, the NBA sent a message today. And good for them. If that's the message they want to send, that's fine. But if they shut down everything, if the NBA shuts down, and everyone falls like dominoes again, then their message gets lost, is people will now resent the NBA. And you'll have the people going, rah, rah, sis, boom, bah, on one side, and the other one will be angry. And does that heal? Or does it just continue to fester an open wound? Throw salt in the open wound. Throw more lighter fluid and more gasoline on a smoldering fire. There has to be a fucking balance. People are angry. Maybe they want to take a game off to make a message. I never liked the knee during the national anthem, but if they want to do that, they can. Now, Colin Kaepernick, people don't realize that he did more than take a knee. This motherfucker is out there praising Fidel Castro, a murderer, a mass murderer, wearing socks with pigs on them and a cop hat. You know, there has to be a balance. There are people who are reasonable on both sides. Those are the people who need to lead now. The extremism has to fucking stop. The garbage has to stop. This motherfucking year is just every day something. Things seem to get worse. For once, Can someone try to make things better? And shutting down the NBA, shutting down baseball, shutting down the NHL, shutting down the NFL, all it will do is raise the anger. You see, that 17-year-old that came in there with the AR-15, he's been radicalized. Just as much as Antifa, just as much as the looters. And these looters have blurred the message. They have distorted the message. Just as much as that idiot with the AR-15 that killed 2 people. Now, if one side continues, you're going to have more of that. And it's going to fucking snowball. And if we don't stop this fucking snowball, we're all going to be in a river of motherfucking shit. Baseball today, and the Mets continue to motherfucking fuck over Jacob deGrom once again, blowing it. What the fuck? How come the Mets bullpen always blows deGrom's games? deGrom was brilliant today. The only run he allowed is because Brandon Nimmo was playing on the warning track and the ball fell in front of him. Brilliant, 14 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, and he doesn't get a win. But the Mets found a way to win the game. Wilson Ramos singled home a run in the bottom of the 8th. I thought for a second they were going to throw him out at first because he's so fucking slow. But at least he made it. Mets won the game 5-4. Brad Brock steals the win. Although it's mostly Edluz Diaz. This Edluz Diaz fucking sucks! And of course the Yankees won and didn't even help the Mets. Got swept in a doubleheader. They had Aqualong in the first game as they had snot running down their nose, sitting on a park bench, trying out the greasy clothes. Oh, Aqualong. And and Ian Anderson making his Major League Baseball debut had a no-hitter going into the 6th inning when Luke Voit, thick as a brick, hit a home run and spoiled it. And in the second game, the Yankees had Aaron Judge return and Aaron Judge go back on the IL. It looked like the Abraham Simpson gift. And they said now he might be shut down for a while because if he got hurt now and got hurt in his first game back, you will not see Aaron Judge the rest of the season. That's my prediction. And Aaron Boone continues to say he's just here to chew gum and win games, and he's luckily got a lot of gum. And of course, anyone who thinks that Garrett Cole is better than Jacob deGrom, just look at the numbers. Day after the no-hitter, the White Sox beat the Pirates 10-3. It was the Phillies 3-2 winners over the Nationals. The Blue Jays clobbered the Red Sox 9-1. Rays pulling away in the American League East now. They now have like a 2-game lead on the Yankees at least. Beat the Orioles 4-3. Indians doubled up the Twins 6-3. It was the Tigers edging the Cubs 7-6. The Athletics 3-1 winners over the Rangers. It was the Cardinals 6-5 winners over the Royals. Rockies 8-7 winners over the Diamondbacks. Astros Angels were postponed because of the hurricane coming on. It will be made up September 5th. And the Reds, Brewers, Mariners, Padres, Dodgers, and Giants all were postponed due to protests. Those games will be made up today. NHL's getting criticized for playing. You see, this is where they go wrong. Everyone thinks that everyone should have the same view, the same ideas, the same thoughts. And that's where anger begins. Like I saw a video of these protesters getting mad at a guy just eating his hamburger, not raising his fist. Let the guy alone. You see, that's where you lose people. Anyway, the Flyers jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Islanders rallied but lost in overtime. Flyers even that series 4-3. The Tampa Bay Lightning now have a 2-1 lead over the Bruins after just demolishing them today 7-1. And the Avalanche, after losing the first 2 games, beat the Stars in a wild, crazy game today. They had a 3-1 lead entering the third period. Stars scored 3 goals, take the lead. And they scored these 3 goals in like 7 minutes. The Stars continue to be explosive in this postseason. But the Avalanche answered, scoring 3 goals of their own, including an empty netter late, to win the game 6-4. That's a day in sports. Hopefully we have more days in sports and less days of just everyone hating each other, everyone being angry at each other, and everyone being pissed off. You know, there needs to be reform, yes. There needs to be change, yes. But we don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.